Good afternoon, everybody. What is going on? I am Jeffgrantmedia. In today's real user review, we are going to be taking a look at the Urban Armor Gear Ration Sling. Now, to start off, Urban Armor Gear sent me this sling for free to review. I am not affiliated with them, other than the fact that they sent me this and the standard issue 24-liter backpack for free as well. They're not paying me for my thoughts to say anything positive. No one is paying me to say anything negative about this pack. Yeah, I did reach out to them a while ago. I saw some of their packs online. I was a little interested, couldn't find anything out there on their bags. So I reached out, saw if they wanted to do a partnership, do a review. They sent me a pack and they said yes. And they also sent me the ration when they sent me the standard issue because this is a new product for them. So they asked me to go ahead and take a look at it. So with that little disclaimer out of the way, we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of a spec rundown. Well, what we can on this pack because there's not that much on the website. The ration comes in at $49.95 USD. It is available in black and olive, and the exterior is an 840D material with an adjustable strap. And yeah, that's it for the specs. There's no capacity. There's no what this 840, it's not Cordura. Cordura is a brand name, so if it was Cordura, it would have been listed as 840D Cordura, so it's just an 840D nylon, but that's it. And the blue, the olive has this nice blue interior, which I really like. I can't say for what the black has because obviously I have the olive bag. To get the rest of the bag out of the way, there is a front pouch zipper. There is a main pouch, and then in the back of the main pouch there's actually this little slit pocket here. So that's it for the bag. Again, not much specs listed on the website. And as always, we're going to go ahead and start with the negatives, go into some neutral points, and end on a positive note. So the negatives of this pack. First off, it is the way these straps attached to the body. You can see it's just a straight, they go out. There's no angle at all. So when you wear the sling, it sits okay. And it's not that it's uncomfortable, but it sits a little awkward because when you're wearing it as a sling and you're wearing it high, you feel this buckle is just, I can feel it on my ribs. Even when it slides a little bit, I can still feel the buckle like on my back because it's not at an angle. So it just sits a little awkward on the body. So if they just took the way the straps attach to the body and angled them up just a little bit, it would just really add to the comfort and wearability of this bag. Wearing it as a sling, wearing it as a fanny pack, it would definitely just make this a lot more comfortable. And I did do quite a bit with this bag. I did a few video shoots where I actually used this to tote around my camera batteries, my gimbal batteries. I had my cell phone in here. I had everything kind of just tossed in this bag. And where I thought this thing really shined was we actually went on vacation. We did a little bit of a trip. We traveled not far. We went to the Jersey Shore. I live in Pennsylvania. It's only like 3 hours away, but we went to the Jersey Shore for a couple of days, and this was a phenomenal beach and boardwalk bag. But the other negative is the lack of a zipper on the back of this bag. I think adding a little, just one extra pocket on the back would have made this thing so much better because I had my masks and hand sanitizer thrown in this front pocket because, well, kind of can't leave home without those still. I could have put the cell phone in there had I not had to carry masks and hand sanitizer. And then the interior of the bag, I actually stuck my room key in the back here in the slit. I didn't want that to be touched. I threw my wallet in there, and then I had my cell phone in there, and then I had a couple other odds and ends thrown in there. And I didn't like having my cell phone in there with everything else because it was just bouncing around. And even though there's a screen protector on it, I didn't want to smash the screen protector because I already have a crack in my screen protector, so then it's just going to spider web if you hit it in the right spot. But if I had that one extra pocket on the back, it would have made that so much easier. I could have just dedicated cell phone little pocket on the back, and then all the other junk that you got to carry through the day, that would have went in the main body of the bag. And that's really it. The two negatives are these straps. I wish they were angled up a little bit, and I really wish that this bag had just one extra pocket, one little zipper on the back, because there's not that much going on in this bag. and it's 50 bucks. So for $50, you could definitely put an extra little pocket on the back that's dedicated for your cell phone. Now, as far as the neutral points, I don't really have any. I didn't notice anything that wasn't like a deal breaker. I mean, maybe you could say the lack of the zipper is a neutral point because some people that might not bother them. Because again, if I didn't have to carry masks and stuff, I could have just put my cell phone in the front pocket. So maybe that's a neutral point. But for me, the way of the world right now, I found that as a negative that I wish there was an extra zipper pocket on the back. But as far as neutral points, really, I didn't have many. I mean, it worked. It did a great job for what I wanted it to do. Yeah, I can't say too. I don't really think I have any neutral points. Like, there is all of this extra webbing that I could have put like a carabiner on there and attach my mask to the outside, which I did actually have a carabiner on it at the beach, just a little clipper one. But I forgot I had it. I had it like off on the. I think I had it on this side. I had it on the lower side, and I forgot it was there. Normally, that's what I would do. I'd clip my mask to there if I was like indoors, like using it quite a bit, but we're mostly outside on the boardwalk. It's the boardwalk. We went inside of like the arcade, and that was about it. Point Pleasant doesn't have a very big boardwalk, so we didn't spend that much time indoors. Most of it was outside, so my mask was generally just inside the pack. Enough of the rambling. I don't have any neutral points to the bag. Moving on to the positives, and starting off, I was very surprised with this blue liner. I liked it. I never saw an OD with a blue liner. Usually OD is paired with orange. So there's usually like an orange high-vis interior. So I really liked this liner. And actually, I don't know if you can see it. It's really hard to see, but there's this like, there's this like honeycomb kind of look to the liner, which I liked. I thought it was just this nice little extra touch to it. And I liked that it had this little slit pocket on the inside because I was able to put my hotel room key in there. And yeah, I didn't lose it because it was secured inside the main portion of the bag, and it was secured inside this flap. Now, unfortunately, I did take a picture of my beach loadout, and I deleted it off my phone, and I must have cleared my recents because my phone was running out of space, so I don't have the picture, so I will try to recreate it right now. So that's basically what I had in here going down to the beach. It wasn't a lot, and that's the way I liked it. I was going to the beach. I had a lot of other stuff I had to carry with a 2.5-year-old. There was a lot of stuff that I had to bring, so I try to keep my personal stuff a little bit simpler, but this bag actually worked really, really, really well for just everything else that I would need for the shore. I also had like my wife's cell phone in there. So I had both of our cell phones in the Ration, but it worked really, really well. I was very satisfied with this as a beach bag. The other positives, the strap itself was pretty comfortable to wear. I wasn't uncomfortable. It didn't dig into me. It didn't rub me the wrong way, especially when I was wearing it high and you get a little bit of that neck rub. It didn't feel uncomfortable, even wearing it for a long time. We did walk around at night on the boardwalk, saw some fireworks, had it slung for quite some time, and I tend to wear V-neck shirts, so sometimes they're a little bit wider and you get a little bit of rub, but I didn't get any irritation or anything. So the strap actually it was pretty comfortable to wear. There's no padding to it, but again, I wasn't carrying a lot of weight in this bag, and I'd say it's probably around the 2.5 to 3 liter range, but it was comfortable to wear. So even wearing it for a fairly extended period of time, I really, really liked it. And it's a simple design, so there's not much to it. You can't lose anything in it. And because it's such a simple design, again, I don't have any neutral points. I don't have that many positive points to say. It was pretty good. I liked it. It worked out well. I used on 3 shoots. I think it was probably 90 plus for all 3 of the shoots. And I mean, I was soaked. There was no getting around that. But the pack, it was comfortable. It didn't soak through, even though I was very, very sweaty and I was dripping. It didn't soak through, so everything inside the bag, it still stayed dry. So I don't know what or if this is coated, because the specs, they don't give you that many, but it did keep everything on the inside dry, even though I was not dry on the outside. So in summation, all in all, I mean, I'm pretty happy with the pack. I think the $49.95 price point might be a little bit high for this bag, especially since they're not really telling you what it's made out of. It does feel okay, but I don't feel like this is a bag that I'm going to have for years to come, especially if I continue to use it. If I was using this daily, I think I'd get a year, maybe a 1.5 to 2 years out of this. but I don't think that the materials overall are going to hold up over time. I think I'd put this maybe more in the $30 to $40 price range for what it is. I mean, it's not a bad little sling, but for what it is, how simple the design is, and not knowing what the materials are used, I think I would probably put this more in the $30 to $40 range. So I think that price point of $50 might be a little bit high to it. The simple changes would be, at the very, very least, I would like to see them just angle up the straps. I mean, that's not going to cost them much of anything. That's just probably saying, hey, in the next run that we order, we want to make a slight altercation to it, and we're just going to angle it up. So honestly, if they angle the straps and put a pocket on the back, I'd say that $49.95 price point might be a closer to on point. But for what this is right now, I'd say I'd knock at least $10 off the purchase price of this thing. I mean, it's not bad. If you were thinking about it, I mean, I don't want to say get another sling in the same area, but I think there are a few other options out there that might be a little bit better. If you can find one of these used for like 25 to 30 bucks, I'd say grab it. It's totally worth 25 to 30 bucks. It was comfortable enough for me to wear for several hours, running around after a 2.5-year-old on the boardwalk, pulling her in a wagon, running around in the arcade chasing her, dragging this around the beach in the sand, in the hot heat. Yeah, it worked out well. And even walking back from the beach, it was warm at the beach, so I was wet from swimming, I was wet from sweating, and I didn't wet out the inside of the bag and get all my crap on the inside, my cell phones and everything wet walking back to the hotel. So all in all, I mean, not a bad bag. If you can find one used for $30-ish, grab one. If you're thinking about one new for $50, I'd say just shop around a little bit and maybe you'll find something else that tickles your fancy that's right in that same price point that might be made out of some better materials. I'd like to see this maybe made out of Cordura in a future run. That would definitely drive the price point up from 50 bucks up to probably 70 or 80 just using Cordura. But then again, it's going to be more durable than, I think, if they're using the name brand Cordura. It's going to last you for more than a year or two. So in summation, I mean, yeah, it's not bad. It's not worth 50 bucks. If you find one used, grab it. So if you like this video or any of my other videos, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Smash that big red button and ring that bell right next to it so you get notifications next time I post a brand new video. Good night. If you think I missed anything or have any questions, just drop that comment down below and I'll get to it.